everybody, this is Shawn Powell. I am actually going to do a free training for everybody. I'm not going to be throwing links out or anything like that. Just like I promised yesterday on my timeline on Facebook, this is going to be for orientation phone calls. I will also be talking about not just phone calls itself, but I'm also going to be talking about credibility and how to make momentum and the little steps that I follow and just get an inside view of as exactly what I'm doing to make these sales. And I'm even going to show you some of the advertisement, my sales pages, things of that nature. And listen, y'all, even though I'm going to try to stay really focused on just orientation phone calls and exactly what I was, just telling I was going to teach, if I do get a little sidetracked, y'all, to be honest, you probably need to hear what I'm going to say in the first place. Now, I'll be going through all my notes, and once I'm done, just give you overall everything. But I will tell you to reality exactly what I'm doing to make money and what has worked for me, not only for me, but for every leader I know. So definitely take the time to watch and listen to everything I have to say here, and I'll tie everything in together as to what I mean in the phone calls and stuff like that in just a second. Okay, how important is orientation phone calls, y'all? I'll go ahead and tell you right now. If you look at this page right here, my cell phone number there's my actual phone number. There is my email itself. And y'all, let me show you what this page looks like. It is actually right here. So I've made a page that's for a business called Mobilebizopp. I've pretty much used the same page, duplicated it, used it for Press One Cash prior to this one. And the whole objective here is, y'all, I want people to connect with me. Because if you don't understand, while a lot of you are out there doing a lot of paid advertising and stuff of that nature, the people like me at YouTube are exactly who you are feeding. And I hate to tell y'all that, y'all, but that's the realization of it. If you are picking a way to get out to people and you're not letting these people connect with you, you are going to severely struggle, and you're going to have a lot of issues where I've seen people that the moment that you tell them what the business is, it looks good and blah, blah, blah. Well, they're going to go search, Google, or they're going to go search YouTube, which that's the second largest search engine in the world. There's, like 2 billion plus people that's got YouTube accounts. So they're going to go there, they're going to type in that business, and the next thing you know, they're going to be looking at all these smiling faces at the very top, and they're going to watch a video where they get a chance to connect with these people. And what's going to happen is you showed them the business, you even got them interested, they didn't even know it existed. And then they go find someone else that they connect with. It's hard to compare what you're doing. It's like, the best way to think of it, y'all, is when somebody comes here to my YouTube channel, what they're actually seeing is me standing in front of my house with my hand out, welcome them and welcome them into my business, and then I show them everything and what it means to me. I give them the big picture to where everybody else, y'all, if you're doing paid, and I'm not knocking paid advertising, I'm just saying do it right is what I'm trying to tell you. What is the normal thing for paid advertising is they're going to use a sales funnel, maybe even the default pages, and they're going to go there and they're going to spend $500 or however much, and they're going to get some leads, but where do they actually connect with you? See, your scenario is they don't even know who you are. They really don't even know you really exist. They walk through your house without you even home, and then they leave and you hope to catch them with an email. And that's what a lot of y'all are just running with. So you're going to have to get really good at email marketing, and that's fine if that's what you choose. But understand, because I'm using YouTube, that they look me up, and I'm very comfortable at applying action, y'all. I looked up yesterday. I got 1,100 YouTube videos I've actually made, right? Some of them are private now for businesses that went out and I just went back and shut them down or whatever. But I've got 1,100 videos now. That's quite a few videos, y'all. But here I am. In the thumbnail, I tell the people about the business. I just mash record and I let go about something I believe in, because if I don't believe in it, I'm not going to join it. And people get to relate to me. They get to connect with me. So I'm not telling you to do YouTube. I'm telling you, really, really important, people join people. And if you're not letting these people connect with you, if it's your hang up, if you think you're going to get rich while hiding behind a sales funnel and nobody ever knowing who you are, you're lying to yourself, and that's going to show in the finances that you make. And someone like me, I don't spend a dime on paid advertising. I got the highest ratio in the companies that I'm doing them with. I actually have owners contact me, asking me, how am I doing this? How am I getting so many sales at these ratios that are ridiculous? And I'm going to explain that to you in just a second. But the number one thing is, I want you to understand how important that all I just said, y'all, is to get these people to connect with you. Online business, in my opinion, when you really want to get down to it, it's about people getting over their hang-ups and allowing themselves to just let go in front of people. And if you can do that in Facebook, if you can do that in YouTube, on Facebook Lives, if you can do that, videos are awesome, y'all. You know that, right? Email marketing has gotten tougher. You know it has. It's going to even get tougher from what I understand. And the thing is, you can do email marketing. Just make sure that you do a good job. Understand and focus at whatever way you can get out to people and blow the freaking doors off. That's what it's going to be all about. Pick one way. Pick a business you believe in, that you know without a doubt that you love this business. And don't wait a month into studying and think you got to have a degree in business before you can open your mouth. Man, being excited about a business and just telling people and showing people what you found, what it means to you, what it would mean to you, is worth gold. And people are going to connect with you. Don't leave that out while you're in your PhD studying for business phase, where I've been in something for a month, lost the enthusiasm and excitement because I've had my head down in 185 videos I was trying to study. Simplified, y'all. Pick a business you believe in, that you're excited about. Pick a way to get out to people. One way. Focus on only that one way and just master that one way. Use the elements as necessary for that one way, and knowing you're not going to quit, and allow yourself the time to become the person that you need to be in that business. Allow yourself the time to evolve. That's when something's going to happen. Okay? Again, I told you I'd get a little sidetracked, but this is something that's too important. And to me, it's too much involved in this part, just like in the phone. Give me 2 seconds here. I actually had a phone call just a second ago from a guy who's looking at getting an Exitus Elite. I was just sitting down to do this video, and I have to cut my phone off. But I wanted to show it as reference to y'all, because I'm going to be talking about phones, how important this is. So I wanted to put it near me. I'm going to put it where I can't see it, and I can just pull it up when I need it. Okay, y'all. So I showed you back here how important are phone calls. In this scenario, I'm actually putting the first person in for them. I did it in Press One Cash. I do it in the Exitus Elite and for the G1000 high level, and I do it for Mobilebizopp. Now, for me to do that, these people have got to understand, and I've got to tell them in the video, to not sign up underneath me, to contact me first, usually on the phone, and then I will send them my next in line link. The last person that came in underneath me in that business, sign up underneath them, will get them qualified, and then I'll do the exact same thing for you, so they don't lose their $200 if you understand what a one-up system is, or an Exitus Elite like $1,000. So even though I'm getting that one-up, I'm filling in that person for you already, so every person you put in will be your money, right? So that's what I'm doing in my one-up systems. I love them. I have no problems in the United States, and the companies never owe me any money, so I love them. That's all I'm going to say about the one-up systems, right? So how important is, I've got to put right underneath the video, I put the first member in for you. You must contact me first before signing up so that I can send you my next in-line link. This is how I put members in under you. Thanks and welcome to the team. And there is my phone number, and then there is my email right here. Now understand, y'all, I never call anybody about a business. Somebody could tell me yesterday that, man, they have loved this thing. I can't wait to get in. I will call you tomorrow at 11 a.m. And then 5 p.m., I still ain't heard anything from them, right? I'm not chasing anybody. The number one thing you can do in your business is go succeed. Go make so much money that these people who do founder and flounder and stuff like, and sometimes they get a little excited when they're talking to you, and when they're done, they get off the phone like, wow, maybe I went a little overboard. That's fine, y'all. I don't want anybody to join a business if they're not going to be really in it. I think too many people do that in the first place. They join too many of them and don't really ever let go into any of it because they never really believed in any of them. I don't join businesses just because I know I can make money in that business. If I join a business, I already know I'm going to blow the freaking doors off of it. I got that part. I understand it. I expect that. That's my expectations. Let me get back on track, y'all. But look, y'all, here's my phone number. Here's the email. It says message me on Facebook right there at the very top of the page. How important is it? It's very important. Okay, so the very first one we're going to go to, I'm going to move pretty quick from here on out, y'all. All right. Give call to actions to contact you. Every video I do, y'all, watch it. I am constantly saying, if I don't have something pop up there saying, look, y'all, give me a call. Here's my phone number right here. Tell me you're ready to do this business. I'll personally walk you through it on the phone or on a Facebook call, because a lot of the people that come into my businesses, man, they could be 12-hour time difference. One that was 14 hours from me. I got people from Asia. I got people from South Korea. I got a lot of people from the United Kingdom. I got more people out of the United States than I do in it, to be honest, right? So I need these people to contact me, and I'm giving them the call to action in every one of my videos, especially if I'm doing a one-up systems where I can't just handle my links. So my call to action is very, very important. What's call to action, y'all, is going to be phone numbers, Facebook, email, and YouTube. They can contact down in the description. Here's another tip too. If you're doing a YouTube channel and you've got somebody who's wanting to carry on the conversation, do you realize it's more valuable for you to have that conversation right there at YouTube than it is to have it on Facebook? So if somebody is messaging, asking questions and stuff, y'all, carry the conversation at YouTube, because it's going to help your videos. It's actually going to help you rank. And YouTube does look to see when somebody asks you a question or whatever, how long does it take you to respond? So those are things that they look for in actual creators and their business. So there's something to think about as far as your channel itself. I would much rather carry a conversation at YouTube than some private message on Facebook that's not going to help me benefit at all in branding me in the business. Give out your phone number like it's candy, y'all. Yes, I am not going to lie, y'all. Maybe once every 2 weeks, I get some junk mail where somebody, I get a phone call saying, and usually they're the exact same prefix that I've got. That's how these new systems are, and somebody had more than likely saw my channel, looked it up, saw the description, saw my phone number at the very top of the description, and they added me to some junk that I don't care to be part of. And all I got to do, y'all, is just click that and just not worry about it. Or I can even block their number. But it goes with the territory. Would I quit giving my phone number out in description and on YouTube or on my timeline on Facebook? No, not even close. Because it's the most valuable thing. This device might have cost me $600 when I bought it, right? But I guarantee you, it'll make you six-figure income. So that's 600 to six-figure. I think it's well worth it. Well worth it. Okay. Let's see. Give out your, remember this. People do not call you because they are bored. They call you because they are on the fence. Every time somebody calls you, if they watched a video of you or seen you wherever, right, and they can tell that you really believe in that business, when I pick that phone up, it's going to be the exact same person that was before, right? So make sure you understand that. They're looking to see, are you actually going to answer the phone? I can't tell you the number of phone call commissions I made where they were underneath another leader, but the leader wouldn't answer the phone call, wouldn't send them a text or anything. So they looked me up on YouTube. I was the number 2 guy. Maybe the other one's one that's showing it to it. Yo, I can tell you, I made thousands of dollars, many thousands, because of someone didn't answer their phone or in a timely manner, and they connected with me and here I was, picking my phone up immediately. There's money behind answering your phone. If you believe in your business, then that would be enough. Tell them what you think about your business and what you have learned. Some of y'all are worried about, I don't know what I'm going to tell people and stuff like that, y'all. If you believe in the business, just tell them the good things about it. The number 1 search, second to the actual, let's say for power lead systems, right? If I was going to do a video on power lead systems, the second to power lead systems is the word review. That's true with video games. That's true with toys. It's true with movies. It's true with cars. It's true with everything just about. Why? Because people want to know what you think about it. You've learned something. You've already got it. Maybe they don't. You've seen the movie. Maybe they haven't. You bought that toy. Maybe they haven't. You played the video game. They haven't. They want to know what you think about it. And that's exactly what you need to give these people. That's why it's one of the biggest searches anywhere, point blank period. Connecting with you is the most important thing ever. And I've already shown you my sales page. I'm not going to do that. When doing orientations, first on the phone, have a little small talk, y'all. If you can see where they are calling from when they're calling, talk about their location. I use that more than anything else. Keep in mind their time zone as well. Y'all, I'm going to show you an example. The guy who I just talked to a few minutes ago, right? Let me bring this up, y'all. I hope y'all can see this. Now, I'm going to hide the number up. Matthew Cummings, Mississippi, Exitus, right? I hope you can see it. Matthew Cummings, it says Mississippi and Exitus. Okay, he's the guy that just called me. Now, to be honest, the first time he probably called me was probably 2 years ago. When I have someone calling me and I don't know who they are, it almost always shows that what the state they're from, and then it has their phone number, right? So when I first answer the phone, the very first thing I have with this person is Mississippi, right? So I'm like, I've talked enough to people from Mississippi. I've talked to enough people, and here's the hot spots right here, y'all. I see almost the same locations over and over again. North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Arizona, California, Texas, and maybe a little bit of New York. Those are almost always where I get the same phone calls from. It's just something about those locations that's in the United States. Then I got Canada, and then I got a lot of people out of the United States. In my opinion, if I'm going to have people contacting me from Florida, which I talk to on a regular basis, right? Then when I talk about Florida, I know a little bit about it. I've been to Tampa, Florida not too long ago. I know about how the waves don't move over there at the Gulf Stream, how odd that is, you know. If I talk to somebody from California, y'all, almost every time I pick the phone up, hey, how you doing? So where are you calling from, California? He's like, yeah, buddy, let me tell you one of the coolest things I learned. And this is me talking to him. When I did restaurants on I-40, I had so many people traveling from everywhere. I never realized that the water in California was cold. You know, here in the United States, in North Carolina, and on the Atlantic, the water's warm. Man, you can get in the water till October. I had no idea, even all the TV shows and stuff. This is the kind of small talk that is really good that these people can connect with me at, and I can do that. If it's in Texas, it's about the weather, right? If it's in Arizona, y'all, it's about the weather. Things like that, little small talk can mean the biggest difference, and your phone is already giving you the element before you even said your first word to them. Small talk like that is worth a lot. Now, sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, I've carried on an hour conversation. I've got some of my favorite people that I've communicated with. I had one guy that didn't even get my business. And to be honest, here's something else too. Don't talk them to death. Don't do that. But I had one guy that didn't even get in the business, but we had one of the best conversations in the world. And he called me not long ago, man. And I enjoyed talking to a certain, you connect with people, you know what I'm saying? Don't just be, I am guru guy, and that's it, right? Don't try to be a guru. My opinion, what do you need to be an awesome sponsor and who's going to get awesome sales? You got to believe in your business. You got to apply action, because that's going to teach you the answers that you need to know. It's going to teach yourself and your downline, the good and the bad, man. If I know I'm not going to quit, just like me going to race in the race car this weekend, y'all. You know, if I was going to go race for my first time, I'm going to learn a lot, good and bad. I'm going to be doing a lot of both. Do you stop and quit because you did something wrong? No. And then a month later or a year from now, you're not even going to be the same person. Y'all don't allow yourself to mess up. And then on top of that, you're comparing yourself to someone like me that has got 1,100 videos. Someone like Rob Fraser has 2,000 plus videos, right? Do you really think we were like this from day one? My day one was a $4 stand and an old S3 phone sitting at that table right there, just letting go, telling people what I felt, what it meant to me, what it would mean to me and my little boy. I'm trying to find a way out, y'all, and I believe this is it. I feel like there's light at the end of the tunnel. And that guy was on fire. That's what I took off for. It wasn't because I had some great polished, whatever. I was just being sincere. And y'all, if you don't know, sincerity is the answer. It's going to help you, y'all. You get by giving, you just let go. And I'm so comfortable with it now. I can mash record at any given time and tell you what you need to hear, to be honest. And it didn't start like that, y'all. It takes time. It takes action. It takes finding business you believe in. It takes you applying action and you knowing you're not going to quit, y'all. That's what it's going to be, and it's going to be about you being accessible, okay? So, okay, time zones is really, I think it's a big one. I put in 137 people all from my phone a few months back. My phone was the reason that I put in 137 people and made $200 for each one in that business. Now, that business was Press One Cash. And a lot of y'all who may even be watching this, if you don't remember, or maybe you do, I got all these people coming from YouTube that were cold leads. Over 80% of them had never spoke to me or knew who I was or anything before they saw me on Press One Cash doing videos, right? Never heard or talked to me before. And here I was getting phone calls and messages. And what was my call to action, y'all? Look, when you're ready, give me a call. Tell me you're ready to do this thing. I'll even help walk you through this. I help you get going. And I'll even welcome you into the Facebook group. And we had this private booster. And we'll put you in that private booster, y'all. And it's going to help you really, get around these people and really show them what this business is all about. Right? Not just Shawn making money. Not just Frank making money. It's going to be other people there. My downline, I had downline make $400 in a day. I've had several downline did really, really good in that business, right? But y'all, my call to action was telling them to pick the phone up. And these were people who never knew who I was. I got 137 members, and out of all of them, this is free to sign up to, right? People could go there and sign up. The biggest problem people were having is they'd go get 20 signups, but again, how do they do it? They might put an ad on Craigslist, didn't give them anyone to connect with. These people go through, oh, look, I'll sign up for free, and bam, they never make any money, never connect with you. They have no idea who you are, right? And then you're wondering why I don't spend a dime and I'm getting ridiculous ratios. Ridiculous ratios. Let me show you what I'm talking about right here, y'all. Okay, see this right here? This was, I was actually teaching something else here, but I'm just going to show you the point. You see all these greens right here, y'all? This means qualified, right? Confirmed means I got paid $200. This means I paid $200 and I put them underneath each other, right? Y'all, there is a bunch of them. I didn't even show all of them. This is the longest green lines of qualified people in the entire company, right? Out of all these people, only had 5 people that's not even showing up here that didn't pay. Now, how real is this? I'm going to show you this. I'm going to go back to the top real quick. This is actually my Mobilebizopp. Now, I put in, this is the 137 people right here. I'm going to move kind of quickly here. And it goes all the way to the top. If you see that, it goes all the way to the top, y'all. There's quite a few people that I put in here, right? All of those, I would say maybe 5 people, if y'all don't know that, came from me talking to them on the phone, walking them through it, and putting them in while they were on the phone, asking any questions they may have. I get a chance to connect with them. Now, ask yourself, why would I do that with a $200 business, right? If all these leads were cold leads and they didn't know who I was, and they're watching the YouTube video, and then they call me, tell me they're ready to do this business, y'all, these people are connecting with me not only for this business, for right now, and I answer questions. I take notes on people too, y'all. I have a notebook sitting over here full of these people that I talk with, right? I put in my phone, I've got their location, I got their name, and I got what business they were interested in or business that they got in with me with. And think of how valuable that is right there, y'all. Now, in the business that's to come in the future, these people have really already connected with me. That one phone call has got a lot to do with my future as well. And think of it, 137 people, y'all, where I was on the phone with probably more than 125 of them, I'm sure of that. I do things a lot of y'all wouldn't do, but I get incredible ratios doing these things. And y'all, Exitus Elite are $1,000. Treat every phone call like it's $1,000. I don't click over ever when I'm sitting there talking. Somebody calls me, just like Matthew a few minutes ago. Matthew ended that conversation. I might have told him I was about to start a YouTube video, but he ended that conversation. I didn't. Okay? Talk to somebody. The only person that I'd ever click over for, my dad's got Parkinson's, right? He's almost 70 years old. If my dad calls me, I probably need to contact him back and see what's going on. But you know what? I've never had that problem. I've never had a phone call where I had to go away from it because I've always talked to them and treated it like it's a $1,000 phone call. These $200 phone calls, I was treating it the exact same way. When I came into Press One Cash, y'all, people had already been established making a lot of money. I was playing catch up to these people in the YouTube world. So what could I do? I wanted to stand out. I could put the first member in for them, and I could walk them through them and then welcome them into the Facebook group, right? Those are the elements that I could give that other people were not giving, and I was advertising it and giving my phone number out like it was candy, right? Now, I put in 137 people offer my phone a few months back. My phone was the reason that I put in 137 members and made $200 for each one in the business. Once you talk to them, put them in your phone. Now, I literally just told you that. Their name, the business they were interested in, or in with you, and that state. They're always impressed when they remember their location 2 years later. It is the little things. Now, I tell you the irony of this. I wrote this last night because it was too late to do a video, and my little boy's got the last day of school, so I had to get that knocked out. So we went to bed, but I wrote this down last night. Isn't it ironic that I had Matthew give me a call? And that is exactly when he asked me, hey, this is Matthew Cummins, by the way. I was like, oh, yeah, buddy, I remember you're from Mississippi, right? And I think we were talking about Exitus Elite. You don't think that don't blow people's minds? And all I did was, it's a simple little note taking this up here. And believe me, I'm just using him as an example compared to so many others. And he's still sending me messages. I just can't answer it right now. Okay? So I'm going to finish this video first. All right. So how on par was that? It was perfect. Okay, with that said, small talk is first is important. Just be sincere. Tell them when they're ready that that you'll help walk them through it. Then have a routine that you stick with. Remember, sometimes less is more. You can talk so much that they don't get in with you at that time. Learn to keep that in mind as well. Now, what I did was I had learned a couple things that people were doing and messing up. So while they got to this page, I was like, okay, when you get to this page here, let me know. Okay, listen, when you get to this part right here, instead of using autofill, make sure you manually type it in. And make sure your downline knows this as well, because they have a problem saying they can't sign up. This is what they're doing wrong. Okay, stuff like that is what I was telling them. This was a game plan that I kept with on the phone call itself while I was putting them in. Every step of me putting them in had that evolved, part of it. And then when I was done, I would welcome them on my timeline, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit more in just a second. I'm going to show you my timeline as well. And then I would go even more than that. I'd welcome them to the Facebook group, and then I would add them to the booster. So I had this little routine that I did with every person. And then I told them, said, look, if somebody was 6 hours apart in time, let them know, hey, buddy, just to let you know, I'm on Eastern time. And so, there's a big gap between us. So if you do have a question, send it to me, but it may be a little while before I get in touch with you, and vice versa. Just understand that there's a big time gap between us. I had one lady came into Mobilebizopp not too long ago, and there was a huge difference. He was in Australia. So it took us 3 days just to get ourselves lined up between my time and her time so we could get her in. So understand that, y'all, and it's good to tell these people, because a lot of times when people on the West Coast, they don't really think about that it's 3 hours difference between me and them, even on the West Coast, especially somebody in Australia is, there's another whole day. They're a day ahead of us. So, it could be 10 o'clock at night here, and there it's, Monday at 5 o'clock or whatever time it is. It does, excuse me, it does make a difference. Okay. Listen, at the beginning, this is the game planning part. At the beginning, you need to bust your ass to get commissions. This creates credibility for you, and post proof progress, welcome, congratulate, and uplift on your timeline and in your business Facebook group. Okay. Both. Often, y'all, I'll see somebody, now I'm going to use Rob Fraser again as an example. I don't ever go to Rob Fraser's timeline. I really don't. I couldn't tell you what Rob Fraser's doing. If there's a post that just happens to be viral enough that I see it, great, then that's fine. But it's not like I go to his timeline, and ironically, I see most of his posts in Power Lead Systems because we're both connected with it, and usually he'll start getting a lot of likes, and it's going to show up, and it's going to, hey, you know, Rob Fraser just made this post here. What I've learned to do is I would make the same post on my timeline and then go ahead and take it and either share it or do it again straight up, don't even have a share, and just rewrite it again and put it inside of our Facebook group that we have in common. And watching them, often my timeline would only maybe show 20 likes where I'd get 60 or 40 or 50 sometimes inside that Facebook group that me and Rob both had in common, right? To be honest, I don't have a huge following inside of my timeline, but that's never been my real strong point either. But here's the thing, what I do works for me, and I get incredible ratios, y'all. This morning, I made $500 before 9 a.m. from today, right? And I'm gonna show you my timeline in just a second, and I'll show you how this is working and how I use this to my benefit, right? So let's go back just a little bit. Listen, at the beginning, you need to bust your ass to get commissions. Well, you know what? Those people are already on YouTube, and just because I'm Shawn, and y'all might know me as a YouTube guy, I'm starting from a dead stop with nothing. With nothing. The very first commission I showed was not my own. It was, excuse me, my sponsor, Frank, that had showed where he brought in a commission or a couple of commissions in that day. I think it was like $400, maybe $600 in that day, right? Nothing wrong with using someone else's credibility, but here's the thing. Do not lie and say it's yours. If you're using my credibility, y'all, if you needed to use my, proofs of income, that's fine, y'all. But let me tell you something. If I sit here and said, y'all, check this out. This is $600. One of the people that's in our Facebook group, I know him personally. Don't even say their name, y'all. Seriously, don't say my name. Don't even say it. It's like, check out the kind of income that you can make here, y'all. This is getting paid unlimited $200 commissions over and over again. We get paid immediately, and we get to pick how we want to get paid, and the company never pays us. There's no monthly or yearly fees. Y'all, this thing is freaking awesome. This is the reason I'm doing this business. Do you think it mattered whether or not that commission came from me? It didn't matter, did it? Because I showed you why I was excited about it. What was good about this thing. And y'all, you got to learn to bust your butt at the beginning, right? Now, I'm going to talk a little bit more about that also. But what did I have to do to get started, y'all? I gave them call to actions. I put your first member in for you. That's made me stand out from everybody. Observe the masses and do the opposite. Secondly, not only did I put the first person in for them, I would be on the phone to walk them through it and answer questions they may have in the process. To me, that is busting my ass to get commissions to get started. I got to get this ball going. I got to build credibility for myself. And when I make a YouTube video, don't it look really good if today I have these proofs of income, right? Because now proofs of income are more valuable than me showing you something from June. You know that. Because now it's hot, and people feel that and sense that. So I'm going to cover that a little bit more in detail in just a second. This creates credibility for you, talking about busting your ass, and post proof progress, welcome, congratulate, and uplift on your timeline. Let me go show you my timeline real quick, y'all. Let me see. This is me with Power Lead Systems showing my proof of income the other day. From $200 to $2,000 a week, it's still a blessing. It's basically what it says. This is me doing some training right here. This is me having fun on my YouTube channel. Look, I've only got 2 people, right? Inside of Power Lead Systems, man, there was so many people commenting on this. What was I really teaching y'all? Have fun when making your videos. Videos will be up soon. I hope you enjoy. I wrote something entirely different. This is more of an advertisement kind of thing here, but me having fun on my timeline and stuff. But what I was teaching, actually, I'll show you this picture real quick. I had a cowlick. I might have one now. Sitting on this in the same spot I was there in the video too. And P.S. watch for the big cowlick he has on the back right side of his head. I wanted to say something right from the beginning to he. That's my little zombie that's always in my videos, and there's the little, arrow pointing this way. So that cowlick right here, some of y'all would be embarrassed with that. Or if I screwed something up and said something wrong, or whatever, man, if the cat knocks the computer over, to be honest, y'all, the cat was constantly playing in the background. I didn't edit this stuff out. I left it in there. Perfection sometimes intimidates people. I would rather just let go, man. You get away from that guru feel by just being a person that believes in their business, applying actions, that has learned good and bad from it, didn't quit, and is accessible. All with your phone or Facebook, whatever. And that's what I was teaching. Some of y'all won't even allow yourself because you're scared of who's watching you. Got to get over your hang-ups, y'all. That's your number one thing in online business. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that. It's more about hang-ups than anything. Hey, psst, listen, blah, blah, blah. I got some guy right here mention me, and oh, look, making easy dollars. I don't even do this business anymore, but I made a lot of money. I was making like $3,000 to $4,000 a month in these freebies. So I went there. Let me show you this real quick, y'all. This might be interesting. And I posted some of my proofs of income. Let me see if it won't pop up. There you go. Old proofs of income. And I told these people, y'all, you are more than welcome. Hey, everyone, listen, it's been a while since I focused at this business, but I did get my start here a few years back. I have lots and lots and lots of proofs of income. If anyone would like to use them, I can't believe I still have them on my phone. Listen, there's nothing wrong with using someone else's credibility to get started, but don't ever lie to your people and say it's yours. You want to build credibility with your people, and lying will do the absolute opposite, right? So this is one proof of income. This is him showing his proofs of income. That is awesome. I told people, y'all, if you're making proofs of income, to go ahead and to post it down here, not only just for you, but for your other people. Here's a bunch more proofs of income, right? So it shows me making $3,000, $3,200 in a month. I think it had one that had 4,000. Well, maybe I didn't post it on that one. But nevertheless, you get the idea, right? Okay, so this is me showing people how to use credibility and to do it correctly. I don't want these people, saying it's theirs and lying to your people is the last thing that you want to do. Okay, so let me go down real quick. Okay, this is something I needed. You get by giving, plain and simple. Proof, progress, welcome, congratulate, uplift. Well, there you go. You get by giving, plain and simple. I can take this. I've got 7, I got 8, got 9 people putting likes up here. What I've also learned, y'all, I'm going to give you a lot of training. I don't care how long this thing is. Something else I've learned also, y'all, if I post a couple of these in the middle, and then I go post maybe once a day with something by my link in it, or going to a video, it seems to interact and get more hits that way than if I just clicked and just finally did that one. I would say a good routine, if you can post on your timeline 5 times a day, I think that would be absolutely incredible. And again, proof, progress, welcome, congratulate, uplift. And if me and my little boy go to, see, I've got some more people here's commented on your photo in official Power Lead Systems. This is Joshua Crawley. He's actually joined me in Exitus Elite and in Mobilebizopp, right? But he's in, I think he's underneath somebody else inside of Power Lead Systems. So, but yeah, he's sitting there looking at it. So what's happening is I'm actually getting more views in that Facebook group, just like I told you, than I am on my own timeline, more than likely. So I could take this, post on my timeline, and then go post in another Facebook group or several Facebook groups. That's what I could do with this one. So that's the whole thing. Now, you Platinum member, welcome to Power Lead Systems. I even tell you what I use, y'all. I go do a search real quick for things like this, and then I use my phone to make ads. These ads is called Pixel Lab. Don't get hung up on it's Pixel Lab that's going to do this great stuff. It's got a pretty steep learning curve, to be honest. But that's what I make my thumbnails with. They're pretty good. But I'm very artistic, so don't get caught up with you need to have Pixel Lab. It's a good app, but your phone will have several apps. Just find one that fits you, that you're comfortable with. And I needed something to allow me to do really extensive, thumbnails for my YouTube channel, like I do here, and there's quite a few of them if you notice. So I actually take a little bit of time, and I think thumbnails are real important for my timeline. But I took a second and I said, welcome to Power Lead Systems, you Platinum member. And y'all, this is from this morning. And this is me saying here, everyone give a big congratulations to Van Webster for going gold and then upgrading to Platinum today in Power Lead Systems. And let me show you that right here. I got another, so this is right here. This is an actual $400 commission. This is this one right here, and I actually got a diamond over the night as well. So between them both together, y'all, here's 400, here's 500, and this is $20 every month. So it's $520 that I've made. $500 by 9 a.m. just days before Christmas. Who wants to know what I do? Well, I've got a couple things right here, but I could take this and post in the Facebook groups. And then I decided, you know what? I'm going to try it a little bit different. I'm going to put me in it. Why do I want to put me in it? Because I want to give these people someone to connect with. So I did the same thing. $500 by 9 a.m. just days before Christmas. Who wants to know what I do? There it is right here. And I put me in the corner and then use this right here. The actual software I use to eliminate the backgrounds for my thumbnails or anything that I like to use is actually called Photo Scissors. If you like to use that, you can. I've got a couple of YouTube videos showing you how to take out backgrounds. It's really simple. You can use your phone as well, but a lot of times the phone is a little tougher to get, little nitpicky stuff and stuff like that, I think. And so I'd really use my computer to make a nice clean image and take that from it, and that's what I did. So as a matter of fact, that is the same thumbnail as this one. See this right here? I went to the bathroom and took a picture, took out that image, and then changed this up a little bit, and that's the actual thumbnail for my last video. Okay, so this was a really good YouTube video I had made. I uploaded it directly. I've got a lot of comments, and there's no doubt in my mind that this probably had a lot to do with why I got that commissions this morning. Was because I taught nothing but Power Lead Systems directly in this one, and it turned out really well. So what am I showing? Proof, progress, welcome, congratulate, uplift. I am doing a little bit of training as well. This is, let's see, this is all you need, and I put a link there. Sometimes the less you say, the better. There's more chances of people going ahead and hitting it. So that's what I did right here this morning. And let me see here. Here's Mark Smith, likes your comment here. So got some stuff coming in here. All right, so that's going to get us caught up right here on my timeline. So you already know I made $500 this morning. All right, now let me go back and talk about this. Game plan and talking about creating momentum. At the beginning, you need to bust your ass to get the commissions. This creates credibility for yourself and post proof, progress, welcome, congratulate, and uplift on your timeline. And y'all, even though I may not get a whole army of people that might see me directly from my timeline, right? I just don't get a lot of that. I can't help that, and I'm okay with that. When I'm telling people in the YouTube world to go ahead and friend me on Facebook, y'all, when they go look at my timeline, what are they going to see? They're going to see commissions. They'll see me congratulating people. They'll see people going, I am a beacon for that business. That never changes. That never changes on my timeline. So wouldn't you love to go friend a person that showed you a business and see them just being a freaking beast for it? Okay, now remember, what am I doing? Those posts may not go as far as they do in the Facebook group. So what am I doing, y'all? Is I'm actually taking and putting them in that Facebook group where they see me being a beast in that Facebook group. Then they know there's going to be the right kind of people. Not only that, y'all, the other people around them are watching you. You don't think they ain't going to want to follow you, subscribe to your channel, and on top of that, y'all, in the businesses to come in the future, if anything, to be perfectly honest, I kind of wish they joined you instead. Why? Because I'm just showing you. Proof, progress, welcome, congratulate, and uplift builds that feel for these people, and it makes you the sponsor that they want and you need it to be, is what happens. Okay, in your business Facebook group, that's what I was talking about. This will make you into a beacon for your business, and people will be watching. Your call to action should be getting them to connect with you on Facebook and calling you. That should be your number one call to action, y'all. They will see your timeline and tell you are the real thing. This is priceless. Even though I only may have 1 or 2 likes by this person here on my timeline, it's still impressive when today, this morning, I'm sitting here showing you the proof of money income I've made. And so is a YouTube video. It's always great to do a YouTube video, and I go to my, my email and say, hey, y'all, look at this right here. Bam, bam. I mean, this is great timing to be doing videos. There's nobody who does online business who wouldn't like to have commissions to show while they're doing a video that came in or right before. Let's put it that way. Okay, so this is going to be priceless, all this I just talked about. Now, once you get a sale or two, you have to keep the pedal down to the down on the gas, y'all. The first sale makes you momentum. Now take that momentum and make more momentum. And that's how it works. And stick with a game plan. Stick with an orientation that works for you. All 137 members, I did the exact same. And I was comfortable with it. And in turn, so were they. I had a good system that worked. Use that over and over again. Okay, a couple things I need to mention here. Credibility, y'all. got to bust your butt somewhere. Make yourself stand out. Observe the masses and do the opposite. When I use Power Lead systems and I make pages that make me stand out that nobody else has, and I'm using, this is for Exitus Elite, and I'm explaining the business, and then everything you look at, y'all, is actually branding who? It's branding me in the process. I'm giving these people me to connect with. My direction is telling them, come into Exitus Elites at the G1000, and I'd give you your first member in for you, and I'm the only cat doing it? I mean, think about it, y'all. Are they really going to leave you and go somewhere else and find somebody else? They might go look at somebody else, but are they going to beat you? You got to be smart about this, y'all. Give these people a reason to connect with you. Now, I'm standing out from 100% from anybody else. Now, in Power Lead Systems, we have share codes. So often, people who are already in the businesses, like Press One Cash, we had a great sales funnel, right? They want to connect with me just so they can use our sales funnel. Absolutely, y'all. I treat them like they're my own, just so that so they can use the sales funnel. These are things you need to be thinking about. In Power Lead Systems, I tie all this in always with my primary businesses, and that helps me bring in commissions. And because I'm showing proof, progress, welcome, congratulate, and then I put stuff like, let me go back down here one more time. Okay, want to see what we do? Watch it here. It's not even a link. That's a link to my YouTube video, the one I made yesterday and uploaded. That's what this is for, right? So again, y'all, proof, progress, welcome, congratulate, and uplift has everything to do with that. Now that you have momentum and make more momentum. Once you get that one sale, y'all, it's got a timestamp on it. Use that to your benefit. That's today's sales, okay? And that's going to be the next thing I'm going to show up in just a second here. Now, when I talk about 137 members and the orientation that works for you, that's what I was talking about earlier. Get yourself into a game plan that works for you, and every time they contact you, you got a little bit of small talk at the beginning. Are y'all ready to do this? Or better yet, say something like, look, y'all, if y'all ready, we'll go ahead and do it now, and I'll go ahead and get you in. We'll get you in the Facebook group, y'all. If you need anything, just let me know. And usually they say yes. So those people who are on the fence are now ready to move, okay? And that's what to do. All right, today's sales. Have a timestamp on them. Use it. Nothing helps sales more than showing recent commissions. Again, this makes momentum. People feel like they are reaching you when it's hot and working for you. Now, this is December the 12th, the 13th, the 14th, the 14th, the 15th, 15th. So look at this right here, y'all. This is two $100 commissions, a $400 commission, 3 golds, another gold, 2 more diamonds, 5 gold members in one day, 2 platinums on the same day, 4 gold members. I mean, this is pretty massive right here, right? This is December the 12th, right on up, and a lot of these are 4s and 2s and 5s. That's pretty awesome, y'all. If I had something like that, I would be pure stupid to not take a screenshot and to show people this, because it's going to help you create momentum. Let me ask you something, y'all. These right here, where do you think they came from? It came from me making screenshots of these. You see what I'm saying? You build, you bust your butt, you make credibility, you get that first sale. You use that first sale to make momentum, to make more momentum. Every person I know, every leader, me and many leaders who are big as they get, use this technique, and you've got to keep your foot down on that gas pedal at the right times. I don't care what's going on, y'all. If the money's here and you let off, then it's your own fault. The difference between making $5,000 and $25,000 a month is that right there. Some of y'all let your foot off the gas pedal too soon, when if you just would have left it down, keep running, get that game plan, it would have made the biggest difference for y'all. All right, so here's one right here. This is December. This was in 2017. Again, this is one of the commissions I threw up last night. $2,280. I wouldn't show that one now, but it shows a timestamp. I guess that's why I was doing it. 3 years non-stop pay. And, oh, I know what it was. I was showing the dates up here. That's what it was. So I've got some commissions over here showing them coming in from the sides. I got a picture of me and my little boy so these people can connect with me. That's the whole point of that. 3 years non-stop pay, week after week after week. And I used PhotoGrid for making that background. Again, I use my phone for making most of my ads, just like I showed you earlier. So, and here's one more right here, y'all. This shows from August the 11th, the 10th, the 9th, 8th. I mean, this is right on down to the 1st. I actually wound up making $31,000 in 13 days, right? And it wasn't just this was only PayPal showing the income, but I made some from Payza. I actually had people sending me money orders, cashier checks, stuff of that nature. But the whole point is, this was with Exitus Elite right here. But this is the kind of money. So again, I would be stupid to not sit there and use these proof of income to help me build momentum. Now let's talk about older, no timestamp sales. Okay. Now, if in the future you have been away for like a month or two or whatever, or maybe a year, and you want to come back to this business, it doesn't change the rules. You're still going to have to bust your butt, build some credibility, and then get that momentum to build more momentum. It's the same game plan as always. Now, use proof, progress, welcome, congratulate, and uplift to do all that, right? Now, if in the future you have been away for like a month or two or whatever, use the older sales, but don't show the timestamps on them. Timestamps are great when it's now, right? So one last time, I'm going to show you on my timeline right here, y'all. So how much time have I got on this one, right? $500 by 9 a.m. just days before Christmas. Who wants to know what I do? Well, y'all, today's the 20th. I've only got about 5 days to use this, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I mean, it don't have a certain date. It shows 8:42 a.m. That was 10 minutes when I took the screenshot for the $400 one right here, right? And the other ones came in right here, not long from it. But it wouldn't make no sense in June for me to use this ad. So the timestamps really don't help you in that scenario, right? So that's what I was going to show you. This will be the last time I show you my timeline, just to let you know. So use the older cells, but don't show the timestamps on them. Use it to help you get that momentum going again. And when you get that first sale in timestamp, post that one. Exactly what I just showed you a second ago. Listen, this is what all leaders I know, as big as they come, and me, keep these thoughts in mind, okay? Now, let me show you. This would be a perfect one if I made a lot of commissions in a business, but it's been 6 months since I decided to come back to it, right? So I don't have timestamps, but look at this, y'all. I took and covered up my timestamps right here. It's not even covered, right? I mean, you can't even see them. So I got $400 and $100 commissions, a whole bunch of those, plus weekly residual income, 50% match on all downline. This is all about Power Lead Systems. And this is me. I made over 200 diamonds in the first 2 years inside of Power Lead Systems. So this is all of these times $100. This could be you. Nowhere is there a timestamp. But you don't think that this doesn't grab attention? Of course it does. Weekly residual, hit the link. Every day is payday. If you notice, the timestamps are over here. It's out of date, yet here I am showing all these proofs of income and stuff like that. Yo, how did I get these proofs of income and everything rolling? A combination of everything I just described. That's exactly what it's the reality of it, y'all. So don't say, I can't make these. Well, you just haven't, is what it is. I made them. I've made them in every business I've ever done. Y'all, I've never changed the way I've done it. It all works. Not including weekly residual paydays. So this is, showing that 7 new members past 2 days. And again, there's nowhere, yeah, this is all real and true, but I don't think it was that time. I was trying to make it, the date itself. That's what it was. I was trying to get me something to get the ball going, to get that, I want to get credibility, to help me make momentum, to get that first sale. Once I use that first sale to do proof, progress, welcome, congratulate, and uplift, and y'all, at the very beginning, busting your butt, I highly suggest you using your phone. It's going to make you stand out. Nobody calls you because they're bored. Give that a call to action. Give out your phone number like it's candy. If you're a woman, I understand guys are stupid. They do have a tendency. I know how they can be. So be real careful with that. But at the same time, maybe, drop a couple little hints like, hey, me and my boyfriend or me and my husband, we just came from there this weekend, or, oh, blah, blah. You use your sense. You're women. There's also got Google phone numbers. You can get that, and I know that used to be entirely free. I used to look that up because I feel like women have a problem, so I'd look up a number, and I know you can use Google phone numbers and get a number, and so they will never know exactly where you're at or your real number, but yet you can still talk to these people through it. So that might be something else to look into as well if you're a female and you're scared of using your phone. I never, ever, ever call my people, even though I'm just using him as an example, right? What was his name? Matthew, right? Okay. Matthew called me earlier. He had to go, right? Sounded like he was pretty interested in Exitus Elite or Mobilebizopp. He asked about both, right? I'm not going to call him back because I'm not going to chase people. If you really want to make it, y'all, just put your head down and go succeed. And you planting seeds, y'all. That's really what you're doing. You join a business you believe in. You apply action. These people are watching you. Y'all, I can't tell you the number of times that people are watching me on my timeline or watching videos. I have people who actually contact me, sign up into a business, give me a call, who can quote videos from a year ago or 2 years ago, and had never ever once put a comment or say anything to me, and today they're just ready. People are watching y'all so much more than you realize. And when you scroll past somebody on Facebook, y'all, you got to realize, you didn't do a like for everybody, but it doesn't mean you don't know what's going on and seeing something. People are watching you. Go succeed. And it's going to bring up some of these seeds. Because when I reached $10,000 in a business, a lot of those people that sit back and didn't do anything, they jumped in like crazy. And you got to understand, y'all, if you really want to help somebody, go succeed. And it's going to bring these other people back that were, those seeds that didn't do anything at the beginning. And if they don't do anything, y'all, why are you hanging around them in the first place? Don't sit there and linger. And everybody, I used to say this all the time, and I'm going to end it with this, y'all. Everybody's got that Uncle Jimmy. Oh, if Uncle Jimmy could just get into business, he'd do so great. I'd be rich, y'all. It's just Uncle Jimmy. You know what I'm talking about, right? Somebody's got that sharp friend. Maybe he did great in Amway. There was 6-figure earners. That would be great, right? I don't treat Uncle Jimmy any different than anyone else, ever. The greenest person and Uncle Jimmy. If Uncle Jimmy is as sharp as you think he is, you need to go succeed so Uncle Jimmy will jump on board. You don't treat Uncle Jimmy any different. Give him the exact same links that you would have gave them. Gave him the exact same follow-up email. And I will tell you, follow-up email, y'all, should have a picture of you, maybe you and your family. Give these people someone to connect with. A small talk about the business. And give them the call to actions. Look, y'all, at minimum, go ahead and sign up. Sign up at minimum, especially if it's free. Sign up at minimum. It's free to do. I'll personally welcome you in the Facebook group, get a chance to see these people, and go ahead and frame me on Facebook right here, y'all. Why? Because they can see I'm up beacon for my business. I've done my job. I'm doing my work. You're going to be the sponsor that they need to be and you need to be. And it's going to get sales. You don't have to be some big guru to do that either. Just letting you know. All right, y'all. I know I covered a lot of things. I just really let go. But I did want y'all to know, it ain't just the phone calls itself. When it's all said and done, it's getting these people someone to connect with, and then understanding the game plan itself. Prove progress, welcome, congratulate, uplift, build yourself to become a beacon for that business. And it's kind of like from point A to point B to point C. It just puts everything together. It makes a whole picture. It's not just a partial. And you kind of got to know how all that goes together. And y'all, I've been doing this for a long time. How did I learn how to do this? By applying action. And, those what ifs. What if I try this? I will show you one last thing, y'all. And I will put this to an end. So I got a new lead right here, right? Let's see who this is for. Okay, that's Matthew. He's from, okay. Well, that'll work right here, y'all. All right. So I got Matt right here. This is my call to, my follow-up email for Exitus Elite. Some of y'all might want to look at something like that. Let's see here. Member email. Hey, this is Shawn. That was for somebody signed up for Power Elite Systems as a gold member, trying to tell them the importance of updating. So these are called canned responses. So I'm going to just click that. I've already created it. My new team bonus for you, I put your first member in for you at the G1000 level. Let's see if I can't make it. I know my head might be in the way. And I give these people the information right here. So what I would do, y'all, I just want you to know what it looks like. It has a picture of me and my little boy. Does Matthew have 2 T's? Yeah. Hey, Matthew. I've actually got this sitting on a cardboard box. And to be honest, y'all, my follow-up emails are usually a little big. I can't help that. Yeah, just on the case. So, but this is me showing a proof of income, showing a little bit of reality. This is my cat, Bunny, coming to say, hey, real quick. Jump down. And and I just send. That's going to be it. So it's a game plan, y'all. To me, it is important that I take 2 seconds and put that person's name in. I do think it does make a difference. It lets these people feel like I'm actually connecting with them, and it does make a difference. All right, y'all, I'm going to end this. I didn't want us to be real long. I know it really was, but it's a lot of really good training in here. If you need anything, y'all, let me know. And like I promised, I'm not going to be trying to advertise. I'm not going to be throwing links or anything. And I might be doing more videos for this in the future as well. So if you need anything, y'all, just let me know and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it.